Mark woke to the familiar whir of his old alarm clock, but something was wrong. The air in his bedroom felt thick, heavy with an almost visible distortion. He rubbed his eyes, but the world wouldn't quite snap into focus. The edges of objects, the lines of his old furniture that remembered his childhood, seemed to vibrate, shimmering with a barely perceptible static. This wasn't like the strange dream he'd had last night, where the room itself had seemed to melt. He tried to fight his way out of bed, but every muscle resisted, as if his body had become part of this viscous, distorted space. The hum from the clock wasn't just audible, it was a physical sensation, vibrating through his teeth, making his muscles ache. This wasn't a dream. This was reality, breaking into pieces. He looked at his hand. It seemed to be composed of countless tiny, flickering points of light, dissolving and reforming with every twitch. He could see right through himself. Then, the static intensified, coalescing around the furthest corner of the room. It pulsed, a silent electrical discharge that made the hairs on his arms stand on end. The air grew cold, smelling sharply of ozone, and from the shimmering edges of his furniture came a strange, faint laughter. The edge of his desk stretched like a thread, bleeding into the wall, which now flickered as if drawn in chalk before beginning to stream down onto the floor. The droning rose to a deafening scream that was entirely internal, vibrating directly in his skull. The silhouette in the corner rose, tall and shifting. And then Mark felt his own face in the mirror opposite begin to melt, his features dancing, transforming into the same flickering horror. Panic squeezed his throat. This wasn't just the room dissolving, it was him. Alone. He was not merely witnessing this, he was a part of it. The last thing he felt was not a roar, but a silence that swallowed everything, including his very self, leaving only an echo of static.